Every once in a while, a zombie movie pops up that makes you lean forward not because it's reinventing the genre, but because it remembers exactly what made the genre fun in the first place. When I watched the trailer for We Bury the Dead, I felt that exact spark. It didn't try to outgrim The Walking Dead. It didn't attempt to outdrama The Last of Us. Instead, Zak Hilditch took every cliché we know, every trope we've seen, and somehow craft something that feels refreshingly alive. If you're already here, stick with me, because this one really grabbed me in ways I didn't expect. And by the way, tell me in the comments whether you're sick of zombie stories or if this one actually hits differently. Directed by Hilditch and his first feature film since Netflix's unsettling thriller Rattlesnake, We Bury the Dead throws us into a world where a catastrophic military accident kills 500,000 people on the island of Tasmania. The US president, in a moment of fatal miscalculation, deploys an experimental explosive device that emits a vibration powerful enough to shut down the human brain on impact. No infection, no virus, no bite marks, just death fast and silent. Or so everyone thinks. Daisy Ridley plays Avor, a woman searching for her missing husband in the aftermath of the blast. At first, the movie positions itself like a somber survival drama, quiet, moody, emotionally grounded. But almost immediately, Avor begins noticing something impossible. Bodies twitching, eyes fluttering, limbs shivering back to life. Not fully, not consciously, but enough to suggest that death didn't quite stick this time. And that's where the nightmare begins. Avor's journey becomes less about hope and more about horror as she descends deeper into Tasmania's ravaged landscape. She encounters military forces whose trauma and desperation make them almost as dangerous as the undead. She witnesses civilians panicking as the dead begin to display unmistakable signs of awareness. The closer she gets to answers, the more the world around her fractures. What makes We Bury the Dead stand out is how small it feels in the best way. Zombie films usually go global, collapsing civilizations, entire nations falling, news broadcasts announcing the world's end. But Hilditch refuses to zoom out. Instead, he puts the camera right behind Avor's shoulder and never lets us drift very far from her. Her fear becomes ours. Her confusion becomes ours. Her hope is our hope, however fragile it is. And that focus pays off, especially when the film dives into Avor's fractured relationship with her husband. Through scattered flashbacks, we see glimpses of their life before the explosion moments of love, resentment, tenderness, and tension. These flashbacks keep Avor's emotional stakes grounded, reminding us that this isn't a battle for the world, it's a battle for one person's heart. Still, for all its intimacy, the movie doesn't shy away from genre hits. There are military blockades. There are command units losing control. There are survivors turning violent. And yes, there are zombies, though not the ones you're used to. Hilditch shapes his undead with a unique twist. Their jaws grind and squeak like bone scraping bone, a sound so aggressively unpleasant that every time a zombie enters the frame, that noise instantly spikes your anxiety. Visually, it's unsettling. Sonically, it's disgusting. It's perfect. And the zombies behave differently too. They don't immediately act like feral monsters. They don't sprint. They don't moan. Instead, early on, they move like confused, hollow remnants of people whose minds haven't fully woken up. It's only in the last third of the film that they become aggressive, attacking survivors with frightening bursts of instinct. This slow build approach gives the movie a smart, unpredictable rhythm. Ridley's performance is the backbone of the entire film. Since leaving the galaxy far, far away, she's been making deliberate choices, quiet indie projects, intimate dramas, and now this. As Avor, she delivers a performance that's restrained yet powerful, emotional yet controlled. There's a weariness in her eyes that sells the trauma of this world without ever feeling melodramatic. She's not just running from zombies. She's wrestling with grief, guilt, and the fear of what her husband might have become. Brenton Thwaites plays Clay, a sort of reluctant ally who brings a chaotic, almost comedic energy to the tension. His reactions to the horrors they encounter are often filtered through sarcasm or disbelief, making him the audience's pressure valve. Meanwhile, Mark Smith, known from Apple Cider Vinegar, gives a solid performance as a mentally fractured soldier whose trauma slowly overtakes him. He's not a villain, not a hero, just one more victim of a catastrophe he never saw coming. Yet, no matter how strong the supporting cast is, Daisy Ridley dominates every frame she's in. This is her movie, her emotional arc, her story of survival. And honestly, it's one of the most compelling roles of her career so far. Visually, the movie finds beauty in destruction. Tasmania's landscapes, wide plains, misty hills, decaying structures give the film a grounded, almost poetic backdrop. At times, Hilditch layers upbeat pop rock music over shots of mass devastation, creating a surreal contrast that feels intentional, biting, and strangely haunting. It's as if he's daring us to feel uneasy, daring us to rethink the rules of the zombie genre. And maybe that's the biggest strength of We Bury the Dead. It doesn't try to outdo the genre with scale or spectacle. It strips everything down to the essentials: fear, loss, survival, and gives us a story that feels intimate and human, even when the undead are clawing in from all sides. The film premiered at the 2025 SXSW Film and TV Festival, and if early reactions are any indication, horror fans are in for something special. It's not massive, it's not flashy, and it doesn't try to be what it isn't. Instead, it delivers something far more memorable, a zombie film that remembers the humans first. Let me know below, do you want more intimate zombie films like this, or are you craving a return to epic, world-ending undead chaos? I'm curious where you stand. Stick around. We've got plenty more breakdowns coming, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's next.